Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live. And remember to share with family friends. So, okay, first of all, we had a leak. Okay. In this house. Basically, leaky wolf. A wolf is leaking, which can cause us, it's causing us a bit of a hassle. When JC does arrive, we plan on kind of like taking a part of the wolf off and kind of like trying to fix said part of the roof by putting up like drywall and kind of like stuff to make it kind of like work. And to kind of like try and fix it. Let's see. Besides that, tonight, we don't have any power, so I won't be able to be on Discord tonight. But don't worry, I got tons of games I can play for tonight that are offline. And if I wanted to play on the Xbox, I sadly can't. Mainly because of one thing and one thing only, this is basically the power. As well as I don't have like a way to modify the Xbox to be kind of like a freaking the ultimate form of an Xbox, which would be being mobile, which basically being mobile, being able to freaking have the charge and be able to use said charge. Charge and kind of like have kind of almost like a continuous charge. It can last probably about around, I want to say 2 to 3, maybe 5 days on a single charge. While also being able to use a screen that's kind of similar to a PS1 screen. Play games while also having a built-in version of mode, while also having capabilities of having mobile data. Cause like, okay, if I had enough cast and all the stuff to make that a reality, then I'd probably be able to sell it. And I'd be able to game at any time because I basically have my headphones, so I can just plug in the headphones into the controller. The only thing that I have to worry about is the actual controller's battery life, which is fixable with a charge pack, or a power pack, basically. Which is basically a pack that doesn't require batteries that you can hook to your controller so it can act as a substitute for batteries and has a charge. This means I can just be gaming without the worry of actually having to change out the batteries. And that's not all. Fuck's sakes, man. I am a gamer. I love the game. I could literally spend like hours upon hours just gaming. And yes, I'm still on indie. Looking for someone to hire me. As a game tester or as a journalist for little games. Now, I'm not the best, I'm not some very famous blogger, but I'm still interested in this stuff, because it could potentially, if I do get hired, it potentially means I could basically be, it means I basically will have an income that's basically is pretty good, since I'm not getting social security. And I kind of want to secure a steady income that could be use it with an automatic payment system, so I don't have to worry about paying bills or taxes. Yeah, in my mind, even though I have ADHD and autism, I do have some thoughts that basically is like way to survive my survivability, but what to do in case of certain situations. But those are like more of the tame thoughts. No, I said tame. Basically more of the more wholesome thoughts. Because to me, my thoughts are, and by using the same word, can be both tame and untamed. I guess like depending on what the thought is, in a way. Kind of like, okay, if one of the thought is something like, oh, I don't know, world domination. Now that is an untamed thought. It's basically, because like my mind has multiple words, basically have multiple ideas. It's random ideas for world domination. Random ideas for what I would do if I was a super villain. Random ideas of what I would do if I was a normal villain. Random ideas if I was like a freaking criminal. Also having ones that are more tame and more wholesome. Like how to take care of a kitty. How to train a kitty to trust you. How to build up trust. How to revolutionize technology. Into brand new AIDS. How to care for puppies and doggies. How to help a lot of people. With what else though? Those ones are wholesome pain. Because they're not scary thoughts. They're not untamed thoughts. And with said thoughts, it's like, okay, these ones are good. These ones are nice. I like these ones. Oh, these other ones that are untamed. Like, okay, another example being Pokemon being the Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype that made them post it on Twitter. That was just a sample of the whole archetype. Yeah, that whole tile multi-post tweet is only just one sample of the tile archetype and support of said archetype. Just one small piece of it. And if you guys haven't figured it out, that archetype uses pack tactics, basically. Which is basically a tactic in D&D, where it's basically like, this creature, if you give it pack tactics, so it might be weak on its own, but you get like this whole, get the rest, like 5 or more of them all together in one place, and have them each have pack tactics, then they become much more scarier. And basically, this is basically what the werewolf archetype does. It works better together. And like the werewolf archetype has 2 sub-archetypes. Well, basically it's made up of a few different archetypes. Examples being, well, one of the examples being simply, you have the beast werewolves, and, well, basically you have 3 types of them. And the 3 types make up 3 whole tile sub-archetypes of said archetype. That makes up the whole tile archetype together. Example being, you have your human archetype, which include human form of werewolf monsters and werewolf hunter. Like human form of werewolf monsters and werewolf hunters. Then basically you have this whole tile beast form archetype for werewolves, as well as a wolf form archetype for the werewolves. All 3 of them together make up the werewolf archetype. Now, when I said werewolf hunters, they're basically just human dogs that hunt down, that basically have a strength as of a human, stuff like that. But basically are kind of like a way to kind of like balance and kind of like add a bit of a counter to the archetype within said archetype. And it's like the way how if this archetype is made, and by also using my idea for said archetype, not only would I be surprised and, well, pretty happy, I guess, that an idea I pissed on Twitter was made into an actual archetype. Something that I've been working hard on, something I had experience in freaking MFing working with, made into an actual card form, and was made official. Then yeah, I'd be happy and amazed and surprised. Because, okay, first of all, keep in mind, guys, this werewolf archetype ain't the first archetype I basically came up with a concept for. It's just the more recent one, and what I am considering more on the lines of less chaotic and broken, and more on the lines of more tamed. Saying this, remember one of the calls of text. But no kidding, still, I'm not kidding. To me, I am considering it more tamed. Thus, in its predecessor, the Power Offensive archetype. And keep in mind, me remembering that archetype, let's just say it was a mess. Had literally no negative effects whatsoever. Hello. For the Ace of Monster, no special or hard requirement to get it out. Well, it was just utterly broken. When I say it was utterly broken, I mean, its first version could literally get itself to, I believe, around 9,000 attack points. Meaning this non-fusion monster that isn't difficult to get out. Was stronger than a Egyptian god card. Was stronger than the 5-headed dragon. Was stronger than Dragon Master. This card would have been the most strongest, most broken card in the game. Now one would think, oh hey, how could it be that strong? Maybe it's not that strong. I mean, like, how does it get, like, does it naturally have 9,000 attack points? Oh, like, what? Like, what's the situation with it? No, it had a question mark. Now, if I were to try and fully take the original concept of the archetype and make it into another tweet about said archetype and give it most poke, then yeah. Basically, this card would literally, once played, it will summon tokens to both monster and spell trap card zone. Input each token that summoned, it will gain 1,000 attack points. This card was a guaranteed OTK, with 0 ways to prevent said OTK. I knew made this card work. And normally when it's comes to an archetype, it requires more than one card. So I basically decided to add mode to this archetype. Besides a freaking token, I decided to add an upload token form. That's basically Exodia, but better. And this new monster only needed, basically similar to the first one, but it only needed to freaking MFing attack to win. Just one attack, doesn't matter if the monster is higher or lower in defense or attack position. All it needed was just to attack your opponent. Doesn't matter if it was a monster or direct attack. You just needed one attack and you win the whole title duel. It was either like, that, or you get it, if you draw it, then you win the duel. I think it was like one of the two. No wait, yeah, it was, if you get in your hand, like if you draw in your hand, you basically win the title duel. So basically it's like, if you draw in your starting hand, you just automatically win. If you draw it in your first draw, in any of your draw phases, you automatically win. This card was broken beyond. Typical cards. Like, if this card was freaking MFing made into reality, I'm telling you, it would be a freaking day one ban on this card. Like, it would get released just to be banned. Like, literally, it'd be freaking released just to be put on the ban list. That's how fast. And comparing this to the werewolf archetype, yeah, it's basically, the werewolf archetype is a prime, I guess a prime example of being like freaking MFing way more tamed. Than the power of friendship archetype. This keep in mind how the power of friendship archetype is how I have experience with archetypes. And it also is how in properties I can either
figure out something to be freaking broken, then that will eventually be broken. It's not my battle, so it can be pretty powerful on its own. Something how I came to love the pure oxide deck, so like any pure oxide deck. And when I say pure, I mean like the whole entire deck is made out of just one oxide. And it's like, whoa. Like how strong those cards are just within their outside. A prime example of this is literally being my Dark Magician. So you guys saw how powerful that deck is. Another example is basically being my Mech Knights. That deck is powerful. Even work for like negates. And just like trying to use said and that's just in the pure form. Like legit, if I were to try like legit, that's just for just being purely those cards. No stuff like freaking everything. Weird eyes. Or blue eyes. Or heck, even MFing art streams. And heck, even the art streams have like basically still with pure art streams is over non-pure. It's like what? But like certain decks are like better when working together with more and other cards. True, there are decks out there that do work better with other cards, but like how many times can you say that you face a deck that's both pure and powerful, but also very fun to use, and top it off, can be considered meta. That means from all 40 to 60, or if you're playing dual links, or 20 to 30 cards being from one offside. Just pure. It's like this concept in a duel of a non-pure deck going up against a pure deck. It's just amazing. So you can meet some pretty good things, and some pretty crazy things, and things that you didn't even know about said deck. Like, okay, prior to Master Duel, I have been using my Proposition deck a lot. Although, doing apps like freaking MFB, like Duelist, YG Omega. I mean, I've been using on EGO, or basically, I even use on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Anyway, he's done. Yeah, I do. I did use it on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Anyways, see, basically, cause like with all that, it was bloody powerful. To boot, it was still pretty powerful. And the older version of this was even stronger. It was good, and it didn't even was difficult to use. It just followed this one way, and basically, just like way back when you guys would basically see in the videos Dark Wolf, like really Dark Wolf in this freaking videos. This was back when Dark Wolf and I was on good terms. Yeah, but well, somewhat good terms. For me, it was somewhat good terms. For them, nah. See, okay, the reason why I say somewhat good terms is basically Dark went to duel one of the members of the Knights. Now, members of the Night is just basically one of my friends. It's just a group of me and my friends that I was trying to punish players who use broken cards and basically target players who are using combat cards, certain cards that are basically broken. Ruining the fun of the game. For like a lot of people, yo, if they're gonna ruin the fun of the game, we're gonna ruin their fun. And because of that, we basically shot up the Knights. And cards we use will base around certain things in aspects, or even cards that have Knights. Like for me, my main deck was Mech Knights. This was before I even discovered a Mech Knights deck that is pure and good. a Magnite deck that's basically powerful. Using it to its full potential. And basically what happened was I just decided to use this deck. And keep in mind, the deck was basically a mix of Magnites and Crusadia. And this was like before I even knew about like the Crusadia, or kind of like the whole title low behind Magnites. That freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel did. It was like way before Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel was even a thing. I just thought the deck was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. Way harder to play. Like my win streak with the deck was way lower than it would have been if I was just playing pure Meta Knights. Nowadays I don't use that deck. But like, even back then, hey, well, it was just like nice hunting, going on to YGO Pro, and basically hunting down duelists, like just dueling anyone, picking them that being people who use Mystic Mine. This is back in the day before Mystic Mine was banned. Thank you, Konami, for banning Mystic Mine. As head of the Knights, you have my thanks. That card needed to be banned. And I hope it doesn't come off the ban list ever. Because as soon as that card comes off the ban list, it'd be bad again. Me and the Knights are currently working out Wallow. If we just basically disband and just have one Knight. There's basically one Knight going and dueling. Or we'll just basically a whole entire group of Knights. Knights basically just trying to protect a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just to try and keep the game fun. Even then, it's like fun, but like basically either that or like just going back to the older software that we used it for dueling, which was IGO Pro and EDO Pro. Wait, yeah, it was EDO Pro. But like, even if we do that, then we won't have access to like Rush duels and anime cards. At the ease, like easy access to them. So like, yeah, I'm coming to say that. Let's see. I do not know for as a woman of science, I am not particularly, but this I can tell you
They are violent of all violations of all resource put be discussed. Try to return. It turned out the presence has something to do with the experiment clothing. I do not know, but they are not proper progress, so whatever they're doing, it is not the blockade they are associating. This looks much more like tampering with lava flow and this. Let's see. Okay, go that way. But yeah, basically, we are currently on a boat. If that, I'm going back to like the whole title, Doc situation. So what happened was basically during one of his attempts to duel, one night, he basically went into the duel, enough like usual. The duel was set up for a specific way to basically test him to see if he can handle the limitations of a very limited one. Basically, no fusions, no synchros, no links, no basically XCs, monsters, just basically using the main deck. Now, said night, basically, Davis has said to him that if he leaves, he forfeits. Keep in mind, they said this so that Doc knows that if he leaves the duel, he forfeits the duel. And if he basically listens to him, so if he has connection problems during said duel, it'll still be counted as a forfeit. Meaning it should count towards a loss. Which then basically he decided to leave. Which from what I hear, he basically didn't like inform, didn't have basically what plans in. He didn't have a deck prepared ahead of time, or a deck that could basically be used. So he left to go create a deck, and because of this, he lost. Which then he brought it to me and Sis, which basically saw like this whole type of drama in group chat. Keep in mind, guys, Doc wasn't that nice of a person. Now his friend was more nicer than Doc. And I honestly wish that he me and Blaze could basically have stayed friends, even though sis basically had a falling out with Doc. Doc, I'd still with Blaze for stayed friends. Well, he was one person actually considered of including in the crew. And at one point, actually considered of asking Blaze to join the Discord and be a moderator. At one point, I actually did consider that. I didn't, but I still considered it. And then it was like, some of the decks I had used in the past was created by Doc, who sometimes would do kind of like a good job, sometimes, but also sometimes would come up with this really great, like some good decks. That was great. A prime example of this, I think I said it in a past Yu-Gi-Oh stream, but one of the prime examples of this is literally the time when he made a freaking MF thing. We installed a stack using Dragon Unity. And basically, because of this, it was pretty good of a deck. Sorry for that. But also, the deck was kind of funny in a way. Because, okay, I didn't have a level, basically the deck didn't allow me to summon anything else except for one very specific monster. This deck was meant to be like being Solid Dragon deck, and it wouldn't let me speak of something Solid Dragon. This deck freaking made me basically have to go and super summon into a Dragon Unity monster that I believe was either level 10 or 12, which I didn't have the right levels for, but I had like the levels for basically a freaking Stardust, but it made me fall through to summon into this higher level monster just to basically do what is be able to get later on single summon into Stardust. It was really just both weird and funny. And because of that, it's like, it was actually pretty funny. I think I still had it though. It's like on one of my older laptops. And if I want to retrieve that, I actually have to go to said laptop and do what it is freaking that thing. Go onto the app, locate the deck, get that save out, go to the freaking laptop, and then do what is copy the deck to that button, and make it go copy that copy of said deck to my current laptop and basically quote said copy to the current dueling app. I'll just basically go and track down the deck through the DM group. But there's like a lot of decks that I made for us, and basically one of them is what I'm considering to be an instant kind of like unavailable real or basically of a deck that didn't quite work at what it was meant to do. By this I mean it was basically meant to be a deck we basically get like a monsters out. Dragon. So I can go into soap mode, but it also was kind of like also meant to be a Red Eye Zombie deck. In a way. Now, here's what happened. He forgot to include this one card that was needed to basically use said deck properly to get into Doomsday Dragon. It was freaking funny because like when I went to try it out, and if you guys don't know, a lot of the decks I do test out and try, I do first test the decks out against AIs. And if you guys don't know, the AIs on Yu-Gi-Oh! YGO Pro are strong, as well as the AIs on YGO Omega are strong. I guess seeing an AI managed to freaking bone me, as well as an AI managed to freaking defeat me with ease while I'm using my best deck. Oh, a deck that I'm listening to test out. And that's not all. Oh, back in the day, I was testing against like one of the knights, against this. With those rules, basically, it was pretty fun. Especially considering how a duel against a knight, we basically take 2 tones for attacking. Basically, just so both players have 1 tone to get the first draw. Then we like start going out and basically start setting up like these freaking plays by plays. You kind of like outdo each other. It's kind of pretty fun. And besides that, yeah. Let's see. So, a lot of the time I did discover how powerful male princess can be. And I know there's no P in it, guys, but that's legit the only way I can say it. I don't think Mo instead of Maul. I don't think Mo instead of Maul. But Mo Princess is the only way I can actually properly say it. And it sounds right to me. Anyway, so basically, by the time I discover how powerful they could be, it caused potential in them. Like, this Fortnite was basically still using that Midnight Stadia deck. This was also around the time when one of Citizen's decks got hit. And apparently it got hit more than once. And she's giving me a look. Well, she basically is glaring at me, guys. See, Sis used to play Ocas. Or Ocas. I think it's called Ocas. That's what I'm gonna call it. Anyway, she used to play Ocas. And she used to be good at it. The one she was using was Ocas Phantom Knights, which had like the Phantom Knight cards being used with Ocas to basically get some pretty good effects off and basically use more reliability and playability. Well, some of Ocas's cards got hit in a ban. And so there's some of the Phantom Knights cards. And well, let's just say she haven't managed to basically figure out a way to fix that deck. Besides that, there also is a Wildlife deck that I do actually like. No wait. Yeah, I would consider this a Wildlife deck, where it actually isn't a Wildlife deck. It's not like a pure Wildlife deck either. So basically the deck I'm talking about is Rockets type Dock. Rockets type Dock. I'm calling it Rockets mainly because I don't feel like trying to pronounce Rocket, which is R-O-K-K-E-T, I think. And plus it still sounds like Rocket. So that's how I'm gonna say it. Rocket type Dock was basically a rocket deck that basically had Dr. Metal Dragon in it, which was a pretty powerful Wildlife card that can get Dragon monsters back to the field. And doing which is using that in the deck leads to some pretty powerful combos. To this day, I believe that deck has never been hit, not once, by the ban ammo. I believe, I haven't checked on the deck. I typically don't check on ban lists. So I'm not 100% sure if it still hasn't been hit. All I know is this deck is good, this deck could get monsters out, this deck goes fast. And powerful. But everybody knows. So basically this was back when I was still in public, okay? It was movie night. Well, not movie night. It was basically... Okay, teachers decided we're gonna basically have a movie play. We're gonna play a movie. And we basically had... The school basically had like the system to where you would get tickets, and those tickets and stuff. And one, I think it was a teacher A, had Yu-Gi-Oh! 10. well, not tins, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Structural decks. Now, one of my earlier decks that I remember getting when I was very young was a Dark Magician Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. I think it was one of my first. I was so. I actually do think, but I think it is one of my oldest decks. Now I like got into Dark Magician. As one of the decks that I would use as a main character or as a character in any Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Except for Go West. That and West. That will be very hard to adapt the deck to. I mean, like, so, it basically would kind of work in Go West and West. But the plays? Nah, man, nah. Mainly because of, like, how it is with legend cards, which are cards that you can only have one copy of that legend card in your deck. So trying to like figure out a whole entire what's dual version of the Dark Magician deck that I typically love and use would be hard as heck, man. Heck, I'm planning on trying to make this Dark Magician deck into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And it's all attack. For those who don't know, in Duel Links, I basically tend to stay within 20 card limit. Rarely going over 20 cards. But typically staying within 20 cards. This means that I can either have 5 spells, 5 traps, 10 monsters, or lessen the spell traps who have more monsters, or lessen the monsters who have more spells, or more traps. Stuff like that. Well, it's kind of fun. Obviously, like you will in the same goes for Duel Links. But basically, attempting this is kind of cool, but also hard. And I'm trying to make the deck because I don't know risk cost. I know I'm definitely going to do that. That's the main card. Also, I will also have to do is just try and figure out which of the spells and traps you could, because basically I need the Eye of Tomorrow. Yes, but if I see that, then I'm probably going to have more than one, or limit it to one. And then there's the fact that I might have to do is limit how many monsters was. Then I basically will have to try and get the right amount, but I also still would need monsters for playability. See, so I don't break. But also still keeping the deck pretty fast, pretty good, pretty easy to use. By also keeping up the mechanic of said deck. The heck? It's like, but like even then, There's like other stuff too I have to take into account. It's like, okay, if I were to try to compare the deck to the one I do like to use, I'd rather use the one I do like to use, which is the one I basically use in Master Duel. Oh god. I'm definitely going to lose this. No way I'm going to win this. Yeah, I believe I'll use one in Master Duel or Duel Links because I basically am not limited to 20 cards. So as that, or 20 cards. Let's see, tomorrow, well, technically speaking, tonight there'll be a blackout. So basically, I'll try and give a lot of my stuff charged, stuff like that. Wait, so my phone? Oh, my window was off. So I got a text message, not a text message, a phone call. My phone's ringtone well played. Let's go into appetite. Okay, so basically, I have found out about a certain anime that's pretty cool. So, okay, I was basically looking through anime. This was late at night. Not even like 3 a.m. yet. I was like, okay, let's go and see what kind of anime I can find on Crunchyroll. Then, like, so I was basically saying, trying to get me to basically make a certain chat. It wasn't a chaotic chat. Yeah, he was basically trying to get me to make a I don't know how to even say the word chat. It's a chat called ep5, or however you say it. Yeah, I don't know how to say the word. And basically, I went and said no, because basically, okay, from the way how Saib described it, it basically sounded like, basically, it sounded like Darwin's game, but like, without the whole title death game. So I gave it a try. And was disappointed. Basically, I stopped at freaking 7 seconds. Wasn't a fan. Now, keep in mind, I do watch anime, and I have seen my fail self 2D anime. But this, so I didn't look it up on Google to look at it as low, and okay, I was surprised by what its low is. Well, probably not much. I wasn't surprised that much. I was just surprised a little bit, but like, I didn't see something that contradict what Cyber said.
with Cyber said anyone could have a freaking ep hits or ep hit ep ep or how do we say basically anyone can have this power basically. And well, when I was looking at the basic low that is like the brief low info that Google gives you while clicking on the link to go to the series actual or the wiki offset article, it said basically said 1 in 5 people. That contradicts what Cyber said. Meaning it's not anyone but 1 in 5. It's still a very low. And he basically was saying like trying to basically get me to try again, but this time spend more than 7 seconds on it. By saying basically what each of the power rules is and does. And basically I was first one that basically he said, I basically told him that I basically always seen it in different forms, or basically in different animes. That to me were kind of better than this the anime series. I mean, like, okay, if they all decide to do is take this anime series and rework it a bit, kind of like a reimagined or kind of like an updated version of said series, then yeah, I would basically try and give it a second chance. Right now, and okay, basically, then I basically look at how much, like, what's the budget of it. And I'm still questioning how do they not manage to make something better in a sense? Like, okay, like, if I were to do this, here's what I would have done. Have a part of the budget go towards basically creating a good, decent intro. Now, just keep in mind, the script is good. The concept is kind of good. The concept's there. It's not terrible. It's kind of decent. Intro, yeah, they could have basically had some of the budget go toward the intro. Which would have done them some good. Like, to a degree, because they could have created probably like a fully animated intro that basically would capture the audience within the first 7 seconds. Which would have been kind of good in a sense.
And then he basically said, okay, how about this? You tell me a world, and I can give you a idea of what the world would be as a power. And then I basically told him a combo, but because I was typing fast, last during said time, basically, since I was typing fast at the time, because I was basically drinking Dr. Pepper, eating pretzels at the same time. By the way, I highly recommend that combo. It tastes so good when you freaking go to drink a soda, when you have freaking pretzels in your mouth at the time. It tastes freaking good. I guess you not. He thought I was basically doing this, is saying like, okay, this. But basically, what I was doing was basically typing fast that night. And I hit enter before I could basically said, okay, try this food item with this drink item as a combo. It would amaze you. And then basically, he basically said, I said only one world! Which was kind of funny. In a way. But like, even then, I think I have to go to sort of thing, maybe to the volcano. Maybe not the volcano. Maybe not here. No. Anyway, so then I just said Dr. Pepper, Presso, and he basically gave kind of like a idea of what it would be. And then we kind of like stopped talking about animation, why I basically was going and looking up stuff on Crunchyroll. By the way, they have a lot of stuff. I found out last night they had Girl Bravo. And so I watched when I was younger. When I started watching anime, and basically he likes to watch dub. To the fans out there of the dubs, dubs are superior to the subs. Because you can always do is just take the one version of the sub and create a whole tile unique versions of it just for the dubs. And that can be a hell lot of fun and funny for just dubs alone. I'm hoping I eat bread, or like I eat the bread. That is a prime example of dub and sub kind of like being funny. Anyway, so basically it was like I was going, looking around, basically seeing stuff. And then basically I missed like some of the animation, and he basically was like, I said stop talking about animation! Cause like, and I said, can't help it when it is from the same people that give us Death Battle. Bobby! Boomstick! Think it's a good attack? Do you, man? You do some good work out there. There's a death battle for you. Saitama versus Goku. Let's see. It will turn out like the freaking fan attempt at this, or like how you guys would do it, because I'm actually curious, because basically we might be like Goku probably survived a lot of Saitama's, then basically just come right back like it was nothing. It'd be fun to see. Let's see. Anyway, so basically, then I basically went and found a lot of stuff. I love good anime. Then I found an anime called Clockwork. So I had an English dub. And then basically, look at those freestyles. Like, why does that freestyles? But then I found Nights of Magic and I was pretty happy. I was like, I went, if I remember correctly, what I was watching last night was Nights of Magic. Which is basically like, what if you get insight to your world where there's robots but medieval, but also kind of like, what if though you get insight to your world where there's like mechas, like mechs, but it's like a medieval area and there's like magic and demonic creatures. So it kind of gives like a pretty good, it's like a pretty good concept too. And actually I'm enjoying it. Actually, besides that, and like, I basically decided to introduce into the roleplay a concept, or like at least a way for me to try and get kind of like a base idea of how this character would play. And like, between like how this player will play in the game versus how it's played in the RP. Yes, I am using some of the in-game attacks for some, well, his moves. For a lot of his moves, but he has some moves that basically are unique to the RP itself. And some pretty cool combos is unique to be, that can only be pulled off in the freaking MFing RP itself and not in the game. For example, one of the combos being able to summon a wall, like a wing of fire. He takes some of the hit of an opponent's attack before going nuclear. When I say nuclear, I mean before going boom, saying an explosion. And if I didn't receive that training in how to basically fight in RPs, he would have probably would have either tried to go it head on, try to counter it with an attack. Basically, he probably wouldn't have went with any tactical way of defending himself. Well, in this situation, he went with a tactical approach, which was to use wings to defend himself. Which actually did work. His metal wings did defend him from the temperature, for what I am considering to be the temperature of a freaking napalm. And guess what? It did. So I basically adapted. And I basically am loving how the character is playing out. Especially when it came to like, instead of him basically kind of like exploding, basically like creating the explosion himself, effectively, and basically, and use kind of like a device to kind of like use it to create the explosion of the same effect, but not through power, but through science itself. I mean, kind of like, sorry, through voice acting. Let's see what happens. Come on, how do I use this? Come on, have to hit. Come on, I have to hit this. Maybe if I press this, maybe I have to press the buttons. Maybe this. Screw it. It's literally like that. And I just love it. Like, him just freaking forgot how to arm the napalm device that's still being made for him. Just to kind of like use against freaking heroes, or just to be full blown chaos. Just be a little freaking chaos maker. Just be a little shit. That's a agent of chaos. Like literally, a little shit that basically is an agent of chaos. Why also being hot-headed, and he just forgot how to arm the damn napalm. To make up, so because he forgot, what he decides to do is instead of just like I gotta take a call, or I gotta make a call. Hold on, and the guy was just to ask him, "Yo, what was it again? John, this napalm device." Okay, gotcha, thanks. Then Zeppelin basically arms it. Yeah, instead of him doing that, he decides to just heat the bomb up and just yeet it like a football.
just basically yeets it like a football. After that, it's just like funny because he was told like how to basically bomb it, but like he forgot how to do it, and that's all. Oh, another situation of this is like basically he had a flashbang. So basically what he did was he didn't want to do is freaking do is mess with it to kind of like just for him to kind of like do is figure out how to use it. So what he does is basically just use some heat the fast thing up, and yeets it so it'll go off. It's just funny, okay? Well, how it goes, and then like they're on Icy side to join us to introduce the whole character. I think the character was a bystander. So they did something. I think her character has blood manipulation, so she might be like similar to Dr. Blood in a way. But like to a more dangerous degree. Tells me it's bystander. Who's the person in the chat? Wasn't a character, just like an NPC. It's like a random NPC. And so yeah, basically she's watching, and my character says I want to kill, and basically not let them feel like they're being left out or like we're ignoring her. I basically have my character look at her, basically take notice of her, and basically say this. Hey, is that chick your girlfriend? It basically is meant to be like a joke. And I did intend for it to be taken in a joking manner. Like it literally is meant for it literally meant that this character was making kind of like a joke. And basically the character runs, but they basically still fighting. It's like just funny, man. Like how this character is and how this character is playing out before my like. I'm now actually looking forward to the day we beat this game. Because the day that we beat this game is the day when we basically go start the DC Europe series. And that day it's like when we basically do is when this character would like get made into DCUO. You guys get to be able to see me actually role-playing as said character. So, and actually being this character through life. It's like, okay, this character is freaking funny to me.
Yeah? What? Okay. Like, legit, this guild was kind of funny to me. A bit more funnier than most of my characters, because a lot of time when I'm basically role-playing as a character, it's like a lot of the time my characters either go crazy, gains a way to talk to chat. What? Okay. Okay.
I called you the fifth, right?
Yeah.
They call you the fourth.
Okay.
You want your hash brown?
I mean, I don't have a bowl for them.
Well, where's the plate?
Right there.
Where's your bowl at?
It still has old hash browns in it. I did eat some of it. No, I don't.
What?
I don't hate you.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Uh-huh. My chat holds you. No, I said the chat holds you. My chat holds you, Mom.
Oh, you live?
Yeah, I'm live.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Anyways, guys.
Alright. Well, then if I give it to you, then you're going to
Most likely after the live stream.
What's that going to be?
Mom, how long do I typically go live for?
All day?
No. I don't go live for 24 hours. It's like, okay guys, basically typically with my characters, and like, all kind of serious in a way, well eventually they kind of like get away to like,
Did you eat your cookies?
yes I did,
Have your hot dogs,
okay.
okay?
It's basically, and getting away to basically talk chat, kind of like breaking the fourth wall. Basically it's like, they eventually go either crazy or basically they kind of like lose themselves or basically and they basically like not always, and a lot of times they even funny.
Yeah, my ears were clogged, so it's hard for me to hear.
Okay.
I have a dumb question.
What?
Are there two cats in that house?
No.
Oh. This tiger, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta go pee.
Okay. So anyways guys, but like this character is legit the first one out of all the characters I have done that would basically be kind of funny. But like how it's basis for how he's played. Okay, now I see where I am. And it's like very interesting. like how it is and stuff like that. I think I have to go somewhere. Like I have to go back. I think I might have to go back. Yeah, I might have to. Anyway, so basically it's like this character will be funny, though, even though he basically would have the ability to talk to chat, just like the other characters. We all have the same abilities, and like this whole entire series is not on a private server. No. This is on a public TCUO server. It's not on a private TCUO server. A public one. That means there'll be a ton of different people already into like freaking do this. It is kind of like give us more uniqueness. Kind of like hidden references sometimes, or it could be like hidden references to other series that basically would be funny that we didn't even attend to include in said episode. It'd be kind of funny.
Did you charge that little portable thing up?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were gonna charge your other stuff, I guess. I don't know.
No.
I'm sorry, Beeps, but it's Tiger's turn for the house.
Anyway, so basically, yeah. There might even be a Ninja Dodo. Right, one of those freaking Ninja Dodo. And keep in mind, guys, this will all be in PvE, not PvP. The reason why it'd be in PvE is mainly to protect our characters from getting into an unnecessary fight with a hero. And our group is currently still looking like it's going to consist of Ken and Cyber and myself. We don't have any, like, no one basically decided to come and ask us if they can join in on this roleplay venture of a series I'll be doing on YouTube. I mean, like, if I wanted to, like, I could probably make a community post asking, hey, do you guys want to join in on this series? If you do, just let me know in the comments down below. Then, like, basically, if you someone does, yeah. But basically, besides that, the series, we do have plans to do the series and kind of like be taking up the time slot for a series that basically the date slot, which basically is what I am calling a time slot that was for basically freaking mapping Neverwinter. So yeah, me it'd be done on Mondays, because that basically is be like the day that basically everyone would be free and could get on. Until the situation where we can't like find each other, or we don't kind of like don't know where each other is, and we trying to be it out to kind of like to figure out where it is in character, or even say, oh hey, I'm gonna just activate this cracker for you to just find me, and then like that. Okay, where do I get damn climbing gear? Okay, so I can't get up the wall. Well, I don't even know how to get up the wall. Let's see if those answer. It's an info coming and self the option. Okay. Like, how do I stop the eruption? Like, where do I go once I'm there? Anyway, so basically it's like that, and another reason is basically I kind of like to play in PvE more than PvP, since it's much more easier and less of a hassle, and a higher chance that freaking anything, no hero characters comes around. And just basically decides, yo, I'm just gonna be a little joke or a little shit, and basically do his ears and defeat you. And for like stuff that basically is like, oh, what about how would the characters explain? Like, how would you basically explain Game 5? Like, how would you explain like how you basically not in jail or got arrested, or like how the character isn't like down for the count for good, or like how this character managed to escape the cops when they basically wasn't reviving in time to basically had to respawn. Well, simple. One of the ways is we can say they basically have and most suits and tech, as well as in their bodies. It's like how you're gonna have kind of like a cybernetic objects implanted in their bodies, just so they can talk chat and react to chat. But basically for this, it's gonna be like we have like this whole type of system to explain like how we survive. Like, oh hey, the police was about to get me. Luckily, the Moses fucks in the most teleportation kicked in to this safe point for this respawn. Basically, this safe point to the safe area. Yeah, and this could be done for like to kind of like explain like how they back up the entrance when a hero, when they get defeated, going like quest that basically brings them into a building on a certain area. It's like this could be done for a lot of the chat. There's like, and that's like just some of it. The other things to this too are basically like, how are we gonna? Because like teleportation exists in DCU, in the DC universe. That's true. Teleportation does exist. And we'd be fools to not include it in the series. Like, we'd be freaking idiots to not include it. Good. So we're gonna include it. Yeah. And besides that, we also gonna have like things else for like, oh, how can you breathe on the water? Simple. Atlantic technology allows us to breathe on the water. Duh. Like, how can you breathe on space? Simple. High tech. Technology has allowed us, and the time that we spent on the ship, that unlocked our powers, or even like gave us these huge abilities. Go and will lock the way prior to series. And when I say locked away, I mean they was in our genes, they just never awakened until recently, and we could have done a lot more if we had an audio. But basically because of that, it sounds like how we would basically do it is go about the Toka IoT the orbit. And on to make the answer simple. That's how we gonna basically explain respawns, explain how we surviving space, explain how we basically survive going capsule and like teleportation. It's just all I have to check. Okay? And like I can see one little moment being like if I unlock making him having the ability to use a gun as a weapon, I can legit see my character being like, go into Simon's character and be like, hey bro! And he'd be like, yes, brother? Oh, and I'd be impressed. Freaking in that be. How do I use this? And then Side's just being like, he just sees the freaking gun. And it's like, just pull the trigger. That's just point, aim, and pull. Just point, basically, take the gun, aim it, and pull the trigger. It's not that hard. Brother. And then like, I'd be like, okay, brother, okay. But like, I can also see the character, though basically doing was is the first time learning how to fire a whipping gun, the most easiest weapons. Learn how to one of the most easiest weapons to fire. One of the most easiest weapons in the world. Defense. You understand the concept. Load ammo. Table. I'm gonna go flying out of table. That's the simplest way to go. And basically, I can imagine an animated version of this. Where he's like trying to figure it out. And he just accidentally shoots his foot. Legit. I can actually see him just accidentally shooting his foot. Like legit, he just accidentally shoots his own foot. Like, how the heck did you? And then he'd be like, how the heck did you freaking shoot your own foot? You wasn't even aiming at your own foot. And then he'd be like, I don't know, brother. I don't know, bro. I don't know how I managed to shoot my own foot when I wasn't even aiming at my own foot. I don't know how this even happened, brother. It's just like a very funny moment. Meant that would probably be like there's some shenanigans. could be freaking MFing funny as hell. And that's basically why I would love this character, man. I'm always figuring out more about the character in different ways. Like, I'm also thinking about, like, how the character would basically do is, like, what weapons he would basically be more likely to use. Let's give him a guy. My weapon he will use. How freaking amazing! Mozart, Bolsaf, a shield. Camel. Oh, basically he had a weaponry. Basically stuff that ain't stuff you either yeet and upon or you hit them for melee. Other stuff you won't like us stuff we wouldn't be able to like other stuff that could basically find moments. Which is like freaking bows and arrows, handguns, assault rifles, laser guns, blaster hand, like those stuff right there would basically be leading to funny moments because when he tries to do those, he manages to freaking like somehow shoot himself. It's like funny as hell. Like you somehow manage to get insults with those items. It'd be like funny. It can like lead up to him kind of like becoming more efficient in using one of them. I think the one that he would like constantly trying to get better at would either be guns or hand blasters. Just for the main factor of him basically either seeing a movie that I had seen and basically meaning like him during his shield time, he's like playing a video, like he basically played a video game that I played in the past and basically saw this item being used like this. So basically it's like having him be more curious and basically more wanting to get better. It's like for all the ranged weapons when he basically just accidentally shoots himself. It's kind of like puts a lesson in him like, no, this is bad, don't do this, don't do that. If you do this, you get hooked. If you do that, you get hooked. So avoid doing that. It looks like hell if you do this. It basically puts how like makes a little instinct in him that basically is keeping him from accidentally shooting himself again with the item. It's like be freaking funny as hell. And if you like want some memes and stuff, one of the things And if we manage to get another character, but they don't want to basically be a part of the main family, like this whole entire family of villains, besides want to be in, they decide that they want to basically play like a big killer that basically is a villain, but basically it's like they play a villain, but like the villain basically is a medical villain, so basically a support villain, kind of like a villain that basically is like for support and stuff like that. It's like the kind of villain that basically is there to help heal, fix up damages. You would basically find this kind of villain in the med lab of the Legion of Doom's HQ. You basically will find him in like those kind of areas. And this is like freaking terrible for them to like use. And they could be like a medical villager. This could be like power of rays or power of atomic or power of nuclear or like freaking mystic or power of freaking nature and stuff like that. Like, we have a few characters we could basically bring in. I just thought of it that we could basically bring in. That would basically take up a character slot. And that would basically be the second thing that basically became a meme of the channel. Like, a character of the channel. From when we was doing a series with Steve on Minecraft before, I basically couldn't get the world back. So that basically went from, so that world is basically still on the PS4, not on the PS5, so basically we lost everything. And, you know, I have a different world. Which I am going to turn into like a whole entire series. It's gonna be like what happened along, what happened, like the whole entire after effects of sort of things. To like figure out like how to basically like do certain things, like get say from there to the PS5 more efficiently and easier. Ooh, now that Temtem I actually like. And that returns another negative iteration 72 using crystal battery voltage. Increase it by 30%. Overall performance about 11% better, way below expectation for project. And here, needs higher pressure in crucible chamber, hollow lava in holder. But send another envoy to Lady Lottie. Need better equipment. Lab conditions are just pure appalling. Try again. But one step closer to creating a real Diamond Temtem. You have some explaining to do. And Diamond Temtem? You! What are you doing in my lab? This goes against all procedures. And regardless, your very presence here is contaminating the bats. Leave at once. Oh, it must be that dozo folk I have to keep talking about. Lady was supposed to be. Anyways, just he is supposed to do nothing. I'm liking this character right now. The damn man! I'm hoping that we can capture that Temtem. I'm legit hoping that we can.
That's called Temtem. It's freaking cool as heck, man. And it might be a digital one, too.
Ah, man, I can't. It's like not in the background.
Cause like that would have been freaking cool as heck, man. But yeah, basically
It'd be Dr. Beaverton.
and no speaking.
Or like something like that. It's like be so freaking cool too.
Like you don't know, like I haven't talked to it with yet.
Since he is the one that basically originally named the cow in Minecraft, Dr. Beaverton. And I just went with it. Well, yeah, basically, and even then, yo, cat. No cleaning yourself in here, okay? In there, okay? You don't kick like the friggin' thing off. It's like then we basically gonna like have like all these different kinds of characters. That's gonna be freaking cool as heck in it. And it's like gonna be like kind of a bit like hard to manage sometimes, but like it's gonna be freaking everything pretty cool and sick. And like if we even get like a famous enough to where we can actually do like a whole title animated series of this ourselves, using like the whole title material of the stream or streams. As a weapons guide. Like, yeah. Just be like, I'm actually looking forward to this because it could be like a whole entire series where it's like these villains are like doing certain things. It could either be like lead up to the villains, they become heroes, or like to just stay villains and just be little menaces to everything and everyone. And sometimes other villains too. Like look at them being little pieces of shit to like the Joker or like the Batman or Robin or even he's freaking Raven. And like DC has like his own party chat too. So it's like in DC, you know, it has a party chat, in-game party chat, which I typically have muted. Just because I'm like not the only one that uses party chat. Or like I'm not basically have party chat and muted. So we basically won't have like certain things happen. Okay, I should take good care of it. does this go? Ah, so this leads back here. Cool. Ooh, this is a crystal file. And a hill. Glass blade, file frame, hedgehog, chain hit. Dang. I'm definitely including it on the team. If there's like all the variations of it, that'd be so freaking cool. Cause this Temtem looks freaking cool as heck, man. Oh man, I should have named it Blaze. I'm hoping that there's a rename mode so I can call. Wait, hold on. Is it a male or female? It's female. I could have called it Amble. I'm going to check something out online real quick for you guys. Because I am curious. Why now? Between them, you can someone says I will just send it up this. Okay. To be able to rename your monster whenever desired, you will have to visit the Citizens Bureau Center office. This building is located in the town of Neo-Edo in Shimpanku. Here, players can access available services including Temtem registration and citizen data. Office to is the interest to those who are looking to rename their creatures. What you have to do is accomplish this is talk to him. He's here at the table. Attempt to be belonging to the user, original data or OT. The remaining servers cost only £2,000 on the code using in game. For non-OT ones, the price is raised 10 times 20,000 hands-on. Well, you're free to use the servers as many times as you want. Yeah, expensive. Renaming. Oh, okay, so we have to go to like this whole entire different city. Wait. So yeah, we have to go to like this whole entire different area just to like rename all Temtems, which we don't have access to just yet. But I am curious to and actually do want to see this little guy. I mean, this little gal. Sorry, I meant to say little gal. Looking, mapping what they are capable of in combat. And they might be our substitute for Blaze. I'm also kind of curious. Do you know if what I will get for if I breed the two? Like, what would the outcome be? Like, would it be more so a little lion, like a little lion, or Embo? Well, I'm actually curious. Not gonna lie, I am actually curious. I have done which is decided to keep one of the TAM apps on my phone. Okay, so let's see. And oh, here it is. And here is a file. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to look this up. Wait, it evolves when getting a total of 1,000 TVs? By the way, that's not actual TVs, but like that's trading values, which is basically this game's version of EVs and IVs. Protein Gale doubles the real value for EVs for holding the Temtem. Patches can be used at 2 bucks. Increase or decrease also combat by using fruit items. How many? Okay, items. What's the best one? So is the enhancer avocados the best one? And the smoothies are too. Wait, what? Mini monolith. So wait, if we get a mini monolith, we can evolve any, and I do mean any of our Temtems? Wow! Wait, it did say that requires levels to evolve. Okay. Also, I do not recommend crackles and sauce. Because if you try crackles and sauce, you just be getting the sits.
I'm taking time right now. Okay. We'll continue to after this. Like we just go after this talk. We basically will like do this freaking and the stream. I might play some God of War. As well, check on the Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, I'm going to see my here, guys. See you guys next time. Adios.